What is going, guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This time we have a match against Paolo, and it was a pretty good match. It actually came down to the last Pokemon on our teams, so you guys are in for a pretty good treat. But before we actually get to the battle, I need to reinstate the question of the video because we did not have one in the last video. So and today, I actually just want to find out, I mean, there's just so much of news on the internet about, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So I wanted to find out, which one are you getting? Are you getting Ruby? Are you getting Sapphire? Or maybe you're getting both? Let me know in the comment section below. That'll be pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to be getting Ruby because that's the game I played growing up and it's going to be so damn nostalgic. And, playing it in a 3D world, it's going to be so damn cool. So anyway, let's look at the teams. I've got my Crocodile, Machamp, Starmie, Muk, Excadrill, and Noivern. He's rocking a Roserade, Dragonite, Mawile, Mega Mawile, Crawdaunt, Greninja, as well as a Mandibuzz. So he's got a flippin' strong team right there. So I wasn't too sure you'd lead off with. I'm really enjoying leading off with my Crocodile. It's been a really good lead in the last few games, so I decided to just send him out again. And he decided to send out his Mandibuzz. And to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Mandibuzzes in the game lately. I don't know why it's become so uncommon because it is such an annoying Pokemon, and you will see why. So I decided to actually just stay in and go for the knockoff because this thing generally likes to carry leftovers and it can become very, very stally to take care of. So it turns out he's actually holding a Lumberry, so that's pretty interesting. He doesn't have the leftovers, but he goes straight for the Toxic, so he knows. He has some hint that I am more of a defensive Pokemon, so that's pretty shitty. Having Toxic on my Crocodile has already reduced the lifespan, so I was kind of also fearing a foul play because, you know what, that's what it carries and it would probably take me out. So now I just decided to, let's just sacrifice Crocodile, just go for the Stealth Rocks even if he does have foul play. But he doesn't have foul play because he goes for the knockoff again, so that leads me to believe that that's all that Mandibuzz is going to be possibly able of doing. So probably it's just got knockoff, maybe Brave Bird, who knows, but it's shown that it's got the Toxic, so I'm quite interested to see what it's rocking. So I knew he was going to go for the default to get rid of the Stealth Rocks, so I decided to get a free switch in now, and I bring in my Starmie because this is the only thing that could potentially take out that damn Mandibuzz, because it's got Thunderbolt. But Thunderbolt doesn't even do more than half. I think it does just, it does probably about half. But he's going to go for the knockoff, and I thought it was going to kill me, to be honest, but it does hardly anything, and that's because of the Intimidate from my Crocodile, so that really did help. So I go for the Thunderbolt again, and unfortunately I lost my Life Orb, so it's not going to take it out. That extra damage from the Life Orb definitely would have helped out there, so that's pretty shitty. And now he's just going to roost off the damage, so I just go again now, but this time I decided to go for the Skull because I know I'm going to get stabbed and there's a chance to burn, but I don't get the burn now, and that's just really shitty. And now he's just going for another roost, so it looks like he's gonna try and PP Storm me or something. So that's pretty shit. I don't know what to do. I'm just sticking and going for the Skull because I really want that burn. And do I get it now? No, I don't. And he goes for the knockoff, and I don't have an item now, so the power is gonna be reduced. And it doesn't do too much, and I can see that I can survive another knockoff. So I just go for Skull again, hoping that I get the burn, and I don't. What the fuck? I don't get a burn. What the hell, man? So I do survive another one, and I do have recover, so that's alright. I'm gonna get back some HP now. So he realizes that, you know what, this is not going anywhere, and he goes for Roost again, but on the next turn he's gonna decide to go for a Toxic because he sees that, I'm gonna be able to outstall him now. So this is interesting. I go for a Scald again, and I was really praying, can I get the burn, because that's the only thing that's gonna help me with this damn Mandibuzz. But I don't. What the hell? This is just, I mean, what is its ability? I know it has Overcoat as the ability, and that doesn't prevent burns, does it? That's just flippin' annoying. What the hell is going on? So now, yeah, he gets the Toxic off, and that's pretty shitty now because, I'm not going to be able to outstall him. But he decided to switch out now. I'm not too sure why. He could have definitely stayed in, but I'm sure he was feeling the burn was coming. So he brings in his Greninja. It's going to resist the Scald, and if I got the burn now, I would have been pretty pissed off. So I don't get the burn, so that's alright, I guess. And there's no use saving my Starmie now, and I just decided to, sack Starmie and let the Dark Pulse take it out. So that's unfortunate. Starmie did not get a burn. You didn't do much. Mandibuzz was able to roost off all of that damage. So that's just terrible. What a terrible start to this battle. So anyway, now bringing my Noivern. I know now that it's a Dark type, and I wanted to go for a Draco Meteor, but I decided to just go for a Flamethrower and play it safe because I was kind of thinking maybe you'd want to bring in his Mawile. And I get a crit there, but I don't think that crit mattered because he didn't resist the Flamethrower, and Flamethrower is pretty darn powerful with the choice specs on Noivern. So I'm glad, at least I can stay in now. I decided to stay in. I mean, I shouldn't have stayed in, but I stayed in because I wanted to break that darn multiscale, and I kind of predicted him to predict me to switch out, and then he would have went for the Dragon Dance, and then I would have switched out. But he just goes straight for the Dragon Claw, which leads me to believe that maybe he's scarfed, not scarfed because I did outspeed. No. He must be banded. I'm not too sure because he goes for the Dragon Claw again. I'm definitely sure that he carries Earthquake, and I would have probably taken out my Muck. But because it takes less than half, I decided to go straight for the Curse. And Slime is looking pretty darn good now. I'm now going to be able to take another Dragon Claw and hit it back really hard with an Ice Punch. So finally, carrying Ice Punch is going to pay off. So thankfully I broke that multi-scale with my Noivern. Noivern's efforts were not wasted, and an Ice Punch is definitely going to take it out, especially with that +1 attack. So things are looking alright. I'm pretty happy. I got my Black Sludge, that's looking good. And Muck has been really useful these past few games. So now he brings in the Mandibuzz, and I'm thinking I should be able to survive a knockoff. It's going to take off my Black Sludge, which sucks, but I'm going to hit it with a Poison Jab and try to get the poison. That would be great. 60% chance to poison. Do I get it? Fucking hell, no I don't. That's just ridiculous. So he goes to the knockoff again. I thought maybe I might survive, but I don't, because you know its attack would be reduced, but I don't. That's just shitty. So things aren't looking too good. I've lost quite a few Pokemon, and he's looking pretty darn good with only his Greninja lost. So I just go straight for the Rock Slide here. I was kind of predicting him to switch out, and that's why I wanted to go for an Earthquake, but I'm so happy. I am so happy that I just stuck with my gut and went through the Rock Slide. And that's finally that damn Mandibuzz has been defeated. So that's excellent. I'm so damn happy. So I don't want to take an Aqua Jet because I need my Excadrill. Excadrill is like my win condition in this game, especially since it's Scarfed and his flying type is defeated, so I can just spam Earthquake now. So I bring in Crocodile to get the Intimidate off, and that's going to help. And he goes for the knockoff, and I'm surprised. That does like hardly anything. And Crawdont is damn powerful. Those giant pincers on its hand, those things just... I would not like to take one of those to the face. And Jesus, even if he goes for Superpower, which is super effective on me, it hardly does anything. And with the adaptability on his knockoff, it hardly did anything. So with the defense drop, I thought an Earthquake would take it out, but he doesn't. It actually lives. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not sure. Maybe he's more invested in defense EVs. Who knows? But now I decided to switch out because I can save my Crocodile's Intimidate ability. That's going to be pretty useful at some point. And because now his Crawdont is at -2 attack and -1 defense, I figured I might as well bring in my Machamp now and knock this thing out because he's not going to be doing much damage. And he decides to just go for an Aqua Jet and try to get off as much damage as possible. So, I mean, I'm choice banded with Dynamic Punch. And that was just such an anticlimax. I mean, I just smashed him. Dizzy punched him right in the chest. And I'm sure he like died 3 times there. So anyway, this Roserade comes in the field and flipping hell, he puts me to sleep. That is shit now. So I don't get the first turn wake up. That's pretty crap because I mean I'm locked into Dynamic Punch there, but I mean any damage would have been nice. So he's obviously carrying Sludge Bomb, and that's not gonna take me out, which is why he went for the Sleep Powder. So I don't wake up on the second turn. So that's just unfortunate, so damn unfortunate. So I lost my Machamp there, and that he gets a crit. I mean that didn't really matter anyway. So shit, I just lost my Machamp now, and I've just got Excadrill and Crocodile left. So I didn't think an Earthquake would take it out. I checked on the Smogon, and I mean not Smogon, on the Damage Calc Showdown, and Earthquake had like it had a 99% chance of one-hit KOing it, but that's if it had no EVs in defense and if it wasn't running a defensive nature. So I'm pretty lucky there that I'm able to take it out. Otherwise that would have been a huge problem. So now he brings in his Moral and he gets the Intimidate off me. So I don't want to stay in now. I know an Earthquake with -1 is not going to take it out. So I decided to bring in Crocodile, and this was incredibly useful because now I'm able to reduce his attack. He does decide to Mega Evolve, and luckily for me, he did not predict that. If he thought carefully enough, he could have predicted me to actually switch out and bring in my Crocodile, because Crocodile was pretty much useless in this game. And the only thing that was going to be useful was the ability Intimidate. So he doesn't go for a Swords Dance. If he went for a Swords Dance, I would have been so damn screwed. I would have definitely lost the game. But now I can bring in my Excadrill, and he's back at neutral attack. So I'm going to be able to outspeed, and I'm going to be able to take him out with an Earthquake. So that is Excadrill putting in the work. So that was an awesome game there, Paolo. That was really intense. I was like sweating right there. And Jesus, I hope we have a rematch sometime soon. I know this was a lucky game on my part. I mean that Crocodile coming with Intimidate, that was the real win. Because I know a Sucker Punch would have probably taken me out. I have to actually look at the damage cost. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. Also comment down below on what your favorite moment was of the battle. And be sure to share the video, get your friends involved, and help the channel grow guys. And I will catch you all in the next video. Cheers.